Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. كلا إنها تذكرة فمن شاء ذكره في صحف مكرمة مرفوعة مطهرة بأيدي سفارة كرام بررة. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. We are continuing with Surah Abasa. We have completed the first 10 ayat where it was mostly tahdid al tabligh, which was this acceleration, this push on tabligh, and we learned the sifat of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, where how much he had hirs, how much eagerness he had to spread the message, to complete his duty of informing the people about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in calling towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this was his mission, and this what he was doing. He was so, we learned that in this few ayats, that he had so much eagerness that he could not tolerate even small interruption in his da'wah, even if it was his own. And then later on, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shows some etiquettes of da'wah, that the one who is munib, the one who is eager, the one who wants to learn must be prioritized over the one who is mu'anid, who is stubborn, who is haughty, who has ego issue, who is full of arrogance. Even if this person is wealthy, he is role model, he has more reach, whatever he is, that will not be prioritized. But the one who wants to learn about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no matter what his status is, no matter how wealthy, how poor, what he is, that does not matter. But what matters is what is internal, what is happening, what does he want? Does he want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Is he humble towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Does he have fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Yes, then he will be prioritized and he must be given the opportunity first. So this is what we are learning. This is what we learned in the first 10 ayat. Now, the subject, or it still continues similarly, but now this is a different phase where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about this dhikr, this Quran itself, how high it is, the status of the Quran. This is too high, and of course it will be only for those who wants it. No, it will be not shoved in the throats of those people who don't want it. Okay, and so this is the high status of Quran. So what's happening is that this is targheeb ila al-Quran. Okay, this encouragement towards the Quran, and this is for everyone. Okay, people will not be specified, that these people not specified by because they are wealthy or because of dunya. They will not be prioritized because of that. It is aam for everyone, whether they are wealthy or poor or rich or whoever they are. Okay, from whichever caste they are, from whatever color they are, from whatever nationality, this does not matter. The things which matter is the one who wants it. If they want it, they will be given the opportunity. And we learn 5 different reasons, and in here we also learn 3 sifat, 3 attributes and qualities of the Quran, and 3 of the angels who are guarding, who are in the as the guards and as the one who has been given the responsibility. So we will learn this in this section. This is from ayah 11 to ayah 16. Ayah 16 is kiramim barara. Okay, so going to the first ayah. Kalla innaha tadhkirah. No, indeed, they are a reminder. With these verses, this Quran, or this surah, or this entire Quran is a reminder. For who? We have already discussed. Okay, but let's go and talk about this kalla. What does this kalla mean? Kalla could be used to say no, and could also be used to say surely in the Quran. We have done this previously. So if it says no, so it's saying to Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam that never turn your face from those who have determination, who are eager, who are munib. Do not turn your face from them and toward those people who are full of ego, whom I think that if they become Muslim, Islam will be honored because of them. They are self-centered people. This Quran is too high. Do not give respect which is not due to these criminals. Just give them warning. If they accept, good. If they don't accept, do not push too much. Do not push too much at the cost of your own, at the cost of the one who is eager. So I hope this is one, kalla. This is if you take it that way. Another kalla is reprimand to the criminals. No, get lost. It's not for you. Yeah, this is what kind of is. Quran does not need you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not need you. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam do not need you in his group. Get lost. You are nothing. Okay, this is the second. And if you say surely, surely, this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says. Surely, this is the reminder. Okay, like there is nothing above it. Okay, if you want something khair, if you want any goodness in your life, if you want any connection, muhabba, any link between you, Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Allah, hold on to this Quran. There is no other thing that comes above this dhikr. This is the dhikr. I hope this point makes sense. In a different place in Surah Qaf, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, نَحْنُ أَعْلَمُ بِمَا يَقُولُونَ وَمَا أَنْتَ عَلَيْهِمْ بِجَبَّارٍ فَذَكِّرْ بِالْقُرْآنِ مَنْ يَخَافُ وَعِيدٍ. We are most knowing of what they say, and you are not over them a tyrant, but remind by the Quran whoever fears my threat. وَمَا أَنْتَ عَلَيْهِمْ بِجَبَّارٍ. Okay? You are not on them to push and to make them believe. Okay, give them da'wah, and that's it. This is your job. This is the job description of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, and this is the Quran for those who wants it, for those who wants to reach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the only way. In different place, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala further explain the duty of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, he says, فَإِنَّمَا عَلَيْكَ الْبَلَاغُ وَعَلَيْنَا الْحِسَابُ. Your duty is only to convey, and on us is the reckoning. Different place. فَذَكِّرْ إِنَّمَا أَنْتَ مُذَكِّرْ لَسْتَ عَلَيْهِمْ بِمُصَيْطِرٍ. So remind them, you are only who reminds. You are not a dictator over them. Different place. لَيْسَ عَلَيْكَ هُدَاهُمْ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ يَهْدِي مَن يَشَاءُ. Not upon you is their guidance, but Allah guides whom He wills. Different place. إِنَّكَ لَا تَهْدِي مَنْ أَحْبَبْتَ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ يَهْدِي مَن يَشَاءُ. Verily, you guide not whom you like, but Allah guides whom He wills. So we understand it. What did we say? The two, know and surely. Both in these ayahs that we have mentioned, the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam job description has been clarified very openly. This is what your capacity, and this is what you meant to do. The rest is on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do not stress yourself so much. Do not burden yourself so much for the things which is not under you, the things which is not in your control. Do what you meant to do, and do not worry about these criminals. Do not give them so much honor, so much respect that they do not deserve. You are too high above this. This dhikr is too high above this. The message that you're bringing or saying in front of them is too high. These people who have ego issue, who are arrogant, who are stubborn, do not worry about them so much. Okay, and they say why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used the word tadhkira for Quran is that say this is only a reminder, because you see a person already believes in oneness of a God. Okay, this Quran comes and remind them who that God is. Okay, and to polish this belief really. This is already in the fitrah of a human being, as we learn from the hadith, that every child is born on fitrah. Every child believes there is God. Every child believes there is one who is above, who he will turn to in time of need. So this is the reality of human being. You see in Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الرُّوحِ قُلِ الرُّوحُ مِنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّي. Okay, they ask you about ruh, the soul. Okay, say this is from the order or from the things which is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This ruh knows, okay, this soul that you have understands, it has this understanding of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But because as time passes by, okay, as people indulge in so many harams, so many evil things, okay, they want to do haram and don't want to leave evil, they put rubbish, they put, it takes rust, okay. So in order to remove this rust, this Quran becomes a reminder, okay, this will polish it. You see, the ulama gives an example. A coal, when it burns, yeah, when it burns, and it's beginning is red hot, yeah, and then as time passes, there is some white stuff that comes on top of it, okay. The coal underneath is still live, but what you need to do is to remove this white stuff from it. It will start glowing again, it will start benefiting the things that you really need from this, okay, the light or whatever you need from it, you need to cook something with it, it will start working again. So this is what this Quran does, removing this dust, removing this rust from this belief, this evil beliefs that people have put on themselves. So this is the job of the Quran. Basically this is what it is, and this is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls it a reminder. And even from our own lives, okay, from our own lives, what happens is this, we say this is, oh, you just remind me of someone, okay. What does it mean? You have a good friend, family member or something like that, you haven't spoken to the person or this friend of you for a long time, or maybe you are say Pakistan, Afghanistan, wherever you are from, and then you travel and you stayed for a long time in a different place and you completely forgot about those friends. But then someone, or he has given you some sort of gift that you see, or someone calls you and he mentions the name, or he mentions something, or maybe he mentions a picnic that you went together to this certain place, then you remember, okay, something that reminds you of someone. This is only a reminder. This Quran does the same thing. It reminds you of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It reminds you to turn back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It reminds you that your purpose in this dunya is not to please your whims and desires, is to work towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and make Him please. Okay, you are living in this dunya is not, this is what you are not being born for. This is not you being created that you live this 60, 70, 20, 30, 40, whatever this life you have, your lifespan, you spend this and enjoy. This is not the enjoyment place. This is for you to work. Okay, inna yawm al-fasli kana miqat, like in the previous surah, Amma yatasaalun, we learn. Okay, this is a place where you put seeds in the land, and then it grows, and then you cut it on Day of Judgment. You do good a'mal in this dunya. You spend your time and you control your desire, but you please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ayah number 12. فَمَنْ شَاءَ ذَكَرَهُ. So whoever wills may remember it. Quran and Messenger has been sent. Now you choose. The Day of Judgment, or the Day of Judgment is waiting for you. Okay, in Pashto they say, Kawa kawa biaba guru. It's like, do whatever you want to do now, then we will see later on. Yeah, so it's your choice. Whatever you want to do, there is a Day of Judgment where you will be given is full taste and full accounts of what you have done. You will be fully accounted for the things you have done. Whether you have done good, okay, then جزاء من ربك عطاء حسابا. If you haven't, if you've been criminal, جزاء وفاقا, you will be given is full shares. Okay, you will not be done any injustice either way. Okay, so if you are good, good for you. If you are evil, evil for you. Nothing you will harm Rasul, nothing you will harm Quran, nothing you do will harm Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's everything is for you. You choose yourself what you want to choose. So Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam will choose and will be with those people who wants Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala over those who don't. Okay, like in different places Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَاصْبِرْ نَفْسَكَ مَعَ الَّذِينَ يَدْعُونَ رَبَّهُمْ بِالْغَدَاةِ وَالْعَشِيِّ يُرِيدُونَ وَجْهَهُ وَلَا تَعْدُ عَيْنَاكَ عَنْهُمْ تُرِيدُ زِينَةَ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا وَلَا تُطِعْ مَنْ أَغْفَلْنَا قَلْبَهُ عَنْ ذِكْرِنَا وَاتَّبَعَ هَوَاهُ وَكَانَ أَمْرُهُ فُرُطًا. In this ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks to Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And by speaking to Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Allah speaks to us as well. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is being ordered, وَاصْبِرْ نَفْسَكَ. Okay, مع الذين يدعون ربهم بالغداة والعشي يريدون وجهه. Keep yourself patient. Okay, so in other words, is like, if you put it literally, is like keep yourself tied with these people. By sense of when you relate to these people, okay, if you have to do mashwara, some sort of an essential matter, speak to them. Okay, anything you do, relate to these people, make sure they are around you. What is the reason behind this? Is because يَدْعُونَ رَبَّهُمْ بِالْغَدَاةِ وَالْعَشِيِّ يُرِيدُونَ وَجْهَهُ. They are the people who are sincere with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And who wants Allah, who wants to be with Allah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the help of Allah subhanahu is with them. Okay, if you have these kind of people, Allah Nasr will be with you. Okay, the help, it does not matter if they are less in numbers. We have seen this in battles that has happened, because this is a Makki surah. Yeah, later on we learn this. Badr, look at so many few people. Okay, in so many battles, numbers are very small. However, the effect and the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is big. What they achieved, okay, people are still amazed at what Sahaba radhiyallahu anhum has achieved. Okay, so these are the people that Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam will have to relate to. He will be with these people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala orders Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam to give honor to those people who are true with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Similar is the case of a da'i in this time and age as well, who is preaching the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He will have to choose those people who are sincere with Allah, who are pious, even if they are less, even if they are low in number, even if they are poor. Okay, no matter who they are, uneducated in dunya wise, no matter who they are, but as long as they are pure with Allah, they will be the one whom this da'i will relate to. He will have to be proud on those people. He will mention them with honor. He will give them honor in front of these people. I hope this point is very clear. And why not the other people, the other group? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the reason for them as well. Okay, He says, وَلَا تَعْدُ عَيْنَاكَ عَنْهُمْ تُرِيدُ زِينَةَ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا وَلَا تُطِعْ مَنْ أَغْفَلْنَا قَلْبَهُ عَنْ ذِكْرِنَا وَاتَّبَعَ هَوَاهُ وَكَانَ أَمْرُهُ فُرُطًا. Okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and let not your eyes pass beyond them, desiring adornment of the worldly life. And of course, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam will never want this dunya. Okay, but it must not even be seen. Okay, they just completely stay away. That even people, when they see, okay, this thought shouldn't come in their mind. Similarly, a da'i should do the same thing. And do not obey one whose heart we have made heedless of our reminder. Okay, these people are stubborn, these people are arrogant, the doors have been shut on them. Like say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the beginning of Surah Baqarah, سَوَاءٌ عَلَيْهِمْ أَأَنذَرْتُهُمْ أَمْ لَمْ تُنذِرْهُمْ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ خَتَمَ اللَّهُ عَلَى قُلُوبِهِمْ وَعَلَى سَمْعِهِمْ وَعَلَى أَبْصَارِهِمْ غِشَاوَةٌ. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put a muhr, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put a stamp on there. They have become completely blind. No matter what kind of the mission, what kind of da'wah you give them, it will not go, it will not benefit them. They have put themselves in so much filth. Okay, as it comes in a hadith, when a person does a sin, a small dot happens on his heart. As he continues, he becomes completely blackened. It's not blackened, literally blackened, but black, we like, the da'wah does not help the guy. You remind him of Allah, remind him of Qiyamah. Please brother, don't do this. You will be accountable. It's like, go away, I don't care. Okay, this is the response. What is the reason? Okay, that the heart has become heedless. Allah has made the heart heedless. Is the next, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned next. وَاتَّبَعْ هَوَاهُ. They are the people who are following their desires. They are the people who runs behind their whims and desires, neglecting Allah, neglecting the rules of Allah and the boundaries of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What should you do? وَقُلِ الْحَقُّ مِنْ رَبِّكُمْ فَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيُؤْمِنْ وَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيَكْفُرْ. And say, this is the job. This is the job description of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam and a da'i. The truth is from your Lord. So whoever wills, let him believe, and whoever wills, let him disbelieve. You give them da'wah, you give them proof, you give them different dalail, or give them examples and everything. Quran has been mentioned in front of them. You give them all the things with the beautiful of da'wah you can, and let it, that's it. Do not do not run or do not cross the boundaries of desiring for them to come back to Quran and Sunnah. Okay, because what's going to happen if that you chase up, or you like, kind of, please accept Islam, please do this, or you, because of this is going to happen and this is going to happen. No, you change the Quran and Sunnah just to please their whims and desires. Oh, this is what in Islam, or we can remove this ruling of Islam, and we can do this and we can do that. Oh, we are like you. And no, whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, whatever our Quran says, we're not going to be apologetic. Whatever there is, if they want to accept, good. If they don't want to accept, don't care. This is not your job. The job is to remind of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now it's His responsibility to accept or reject, but on us to give the da'wah with the best of manners. Ayah number 13, فِي صُحُفٍ مُكَرَّمَةٍ, in honored sheets. Okay, so this Quran, now you see, this is another honor, azma of Quran that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about. There are three different attributes of Quran from here onward. So this sahif, this suhuf that is honored. Okay, they say it's been written in Lawh Mahfuz, okay, which is honored, which is high, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given a special status. And even if it's written on a normal paper, the Quran that we have in front of us, it has a different status than the normal books that we have. Even if you were to put it in a shelf, every other book will come underneath, and this Quran will be put high. This is an honor that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to this Quran. Normal paper becomes honorable. Okay, you don't just burn it out of disrespect. You do not throw it out of disrespect. Okay, you do not step on this now. It's not permitted. You can even lead to kufr. Okay, if there is a disrespect in this fashion, when this Quran is written on a piece of paper, this is this honor that it gives to a paper. Just imagine what kind of honor it gives to a human being, okay, for whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed this Quran. Okay, Allah did not reveal it to be written on papers. This is not the goal, this is not the hikmah of Quran. Okay, what is the hikmah, what is the purpose that they say is to give guidance. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين. Okay, this is hidayah, هدى للناس, guidance. Okay, if we accept this Quran, Allah will give us honors that we cannot even comprehend. Okay, and another thing is that this Quran, if you add it to the mazmoon or the subject of this surah, is that this Quran is too high. Okay, this is honorable Quran in honored sheets. Yeah, it's honorable. It will not be lower to these criminals who are not accepting it and who are showing ego upon ego and arrogance. Ayah number 14, مرفوعة مطهرة, exalted and purified. What is exalted? Marfu'ah, they say, is in the seventh sky, or its status is high. Okay, is the Lawh Mahfuz in the seventh sky, and its status itself is very high. That's why it's marfu'ah, exalted. And purified, okay, that this is, which is mutahhara, is free from any mistakes, any doubts. Okay, no one will be able to cause any defect to this Quran. There will be no nuqsan, no ziyada. This is perfect. Okay, it's clean from all sorts of issues. Like in different places, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, لا يمسه إلا المطهرون. This ayah can be taken different ways, and we can derive many different benefits from this ayah. However, the ulama say, like, that ayah is first, and then this ayah comes, marfu'ati mutahhara. So it seems like these two are connected together. Nothing with anyone with evil intention will be able to touch this. Okay, لا يمسه إلا المطهرون. But okay, no one who is impure will be able to touch. No anyone who has evil intention will be able to cause any corruption in this Quran. This Quran has been protected, okay, and it's a high status, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has saved it from all sorts of doubts, all sorts of issues. No one can add something to it, no one can subtract anything from it. Neither nuqsan, neither ziyada will happen to this Quran. Ayah number 15, بِأَيْدِي سَفَرَةٍ, in brackets, carried by the hands of messenger angels. In some other translation, it would say in the hands of those scribes. Okay, so basically, what is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have created special angels, they have special honor that they have written this Quran. Okay, and also, what is safara is that it means like safir that we have, I think in Urdu, that they have safir in this embassy, in that embassy, in this like that. Okay, so there is an ambassador, an envoy. So these malaika, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made them envoys between him and the Prophet. So they take the message that has been given to them, okay, and they give it to Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is something secret, okay, and it's been disclosed on Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is what it is really. Also, according to some, the safara are those of Sahaba radhiyallahu anhu as well, who have written down the Quran when it was revealed to Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And according to some, okay, they say it's all the malaika and the Sahaba that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about. However, the majority is that this is the safara that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about. The aidi safara are those are the angels itself. What we're taking out a lesson from this ayah is that this Quran is powerful, it's priceless. Like it's been guarded by these angels with extreme due diligence. No one has access, not everyone has access to this Quran. People cannot take anything out as they will and when they will. Okay, it's been given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to whomever He wills. Okay, so it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who bestows it upon whom He wills. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam with this treasure, and He will only, and any da'i whom this Quran is be given to, will only present it before those who are worthy of it, who are eager, who wants it. Okay. Ayah number 16, Kiramin bararah, noble and beautiful. These malaika, they will never be disloyal. They will always be loyal. There will be no damages, okay, and no damages to the message. So they are dutiful. These are the most noblest of the malaika that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given this honor to. It comes in a hadith as well. Al-mahiru bil-Qur'ani ma'as safaratil kiramil barara. One who is skilled in the Quran is associated with the noble, upright, recording angels. Okay, so these are the malaika, and these are the people who understands, who wants the Quran, okay, who become mahir, he becomes skillful in this Quran. That's how much he wants it. Okay, so these are the people whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give status. From the people and from the malaika, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given status to them because of this Quran. And the hadith continues, but this is what we wanted to mention, is kiram al-barara. Okay, what is this noble? What is this kiram? They say, the ulama, is that these are so honorable, these are so noble malaika, that they will not commit the slightest amount of disloyalty in the message that they have been given. Okay, this is what this kiram is. What is barara, this dutiful, is that whatever responsibility that they have been given to carry out, they will not do the slightest of disloyalty in that either. I hope this point makes sense. They will convey it perfect, okay, with nothing, the slightest, nothing, no issues at all. The way they're meant to, the way the da'wah or this Quran, this dhikr is meant to come from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam, okay, no issues. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants it, will be given to Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam in that fashion. Okay, so this is the perfect of the messengers that Allah, these envoys that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about. So tied it up with the theme of the surah is that with this ayah we come to this conclusion that this Quran which you scorn and contempt and take it with that kind of attitude is too high, too above you. Okay, you will not give any honor to this Quran. This Quran and this deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not become honorable because of you. If you want any khair in you, if you want to be from those people whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives any honor, you will come to this Quran. You will humble yourself toward this Quran. This Quran is not in need of you whatsoever. There is nothing that you can give to this Quran that you will become in any better status. Okay, you are in complete need of this Quran, while this Quran, this deen, Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not in any need at all of you. I hope this is very much cleared. So this was one portion of the Quran that we completed. The next portion starts from ayah 17 till 23. And here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives extreme reprimand to the criminals of the deniers of the day of resurrection. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives 10 different ahwal of qiyamah as well. And in this stage we learn that this is like an expression of sorrow has been shown on these arrogant people. Okay, that they deny the day of judgment. They do not look at their sad and unfortunate situation like how they were created from a fluid, a sperm drop, something that if it touches your body, okay, or your clothes, you clean it, you remove it. Okay, this is what you have been created from. Okay, then the processes that were involved, okay, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did, and you became such an amazing being, okay, with such amazing systems that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created within you. Then you go to the grave. You are not responsible. You don't have any control in your birth. You don't have control in your provision. You don't have control when you cannot stop your death. Okay, you are put in the grave, or if you are thrown in the sea, or you're burnt, you still end up going to the grave. Okay, so all these processes, okay, and then at the end you will be resurrected. The only thing which you deny, this is your sad situation, that you deny all these processes. Okay, you think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is capable over this, but the only thing He is not capable over is you're bringing back you to life. Is this is ajib, this is strange belief that you have, that this is the only thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not capable over, is to bring you back, to resurrect you. So this is the kind of theme that's going in these few ayahs that we will be doing. And I think the lesson has extended a bit too much, and we spend more time on explaining some of the ayat. So what we'll do is stop here, and inshallah we take it from ayah 17 in the next lesson. Jazakallah khair for listening. May Allah accept the good from us and forgive our shortcomings. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Quran al-azim wa nafa'ani wa iyyakum bil ayati wa dhikr al-hakim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.